What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is October the 14th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that though, make sure to hit that thumbs up, and with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, futures are nice and green. NASDAQ up 0.31, S&P up 0.16, and Dow is down slightly 0.22. I'm going to completely omit going over the data points because there's not a lot to talk on for that. So today is going to be more of a technical driven day, and as a kind of byproduct, you are seeing the futures up slightly. So I think all in all, today is going to be a fairly good day. Today is Columbus Day in the States, so I don't know if that's a celebratory thing or not, but aside from that, historically, the bond market being closed, that does result in lower volume in the equities. So just kind of anticipate that across the board. So yeah, with that said though, you also do see the Fear and Greed Index enter the greed category, and most likely with the good momentum today, you could see it push to the extreme greed later today. So that will be very, very good for the broader market in my opinion. But without further ado, let's get right to it. Sofi is up 3.66% pre-market because of this news right here. So Sofi is expanding its loan platform business with $2 billion, and that is from Fortress. Very good stuff. Anthony was kind of doing some mysterious tweets recently about their loan business, and I think that was roughly like 2 weeks ago. So it is fair to assume maybe that's when the final deal was signed essentially, but this is very good and kind of signals the bottom, right? Companies don't necessarily do these types of agreements unless you are really seeing more upside in the economy, right? And that was pretty much the exact same thing that I did state for this other news about the IPOs, right? IPOs, the increase in IPOs is typically a signal in the market bottom. So yeah, that might be something to take away. As far as shorts, 16.89% of the free float is being shorted. It works out to be 176.7 million shares overall are being shorted. So yeah, this one, shorts will be really losing quite a lot today. So we'll just wait and see what they do. But right now with it at $9.37, it is trading between this R2 and R3. So just watch for $9.49 to be the next strong resistance / target. So today will be a pretty exciting day for obviously Sofi. Same goes for B. Riley Financial. It is up quite a lot this morning because of this news right here. So they did establish a partnership with Oaktree, and Oaktree is very, very well known. So I think that's pretty amazing for the company itself. And then aside from that, this B. Riley Financial has always been on my list for the top 5 most heavily shorted stocks, because right now 71.6% of the free float is being shorted. So shorts are about to lose their crap today because of this news. I don't know if they will essentially try to double down to suppress it or not, but right now with it at $5.40, it is trading between this S1 and the pivot. So 554 will be the next strong resistance / target that you'll want to watch for it to get above, and then 472 will be the strong support. In my opinion, I think just this company prior to this news was fairly discounted and was due for a nice correction. So in my opinion, I think it will actually get above this pivot point right here, especially given the market momentum and people's appetite for risk. So once again, that's something just to keep in mind. Moving on to Nio. Nio's having the inverse effect, so it is just going down, and no actual news from the company itself, rather this. So a lot of people were expecting a lot of stimulus plans over the weekend and didn't really get that warm fuzzy feeling. So yeah, in reality, that's going to cause Nio and other Chinese stocks to go down. That was somewhat relying on that estimated, I think it was like 400 or $325 billion, but 12.69% of the free float is being shorted, works out to be 169.48 million shares. So most likely shorts will be fairly active today in Nio, but right now with it at $6.08, it is trading between these 2 points, so this S1 and the pivot. So $6.12 is a very strong was a strong support, but really need to watch for it to fight and stay above that. And honestly, even Friday, it looked like Nio's technicals were going to fully break down, similar to right now, but it was able to fight back. And so yeah, essentially it could do that, just watch for this $6.12, and then just take note of some of the other strong support and resistance points. Moving on, Microstrategy, ticker's MSTR. It is up 5.18% because of good old Bitcoin moving higher. So right now it's just kind of moving in sync with Bitcoin. Aside from that, it's not heavily shorted, so 4.03% of the free float being shorted, so nothing really to write home about for that. And there's no point going over fib levels because it's past all of them. It's gone up so much in the last 1 month. So last 1 month it is up 72.51%. So very impressive stuff for this. So give yourself a shout out if you were able to buy the fear and buy the dip with Microstrategy or not. And last but not least, you have Longboard Pharmaceuticals, ticker's LBPH. It is up 51.67% because of this. So company wants to take it over. So Longbeck or whatever is to acquire Longboard. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff for this. It does look like they want to pay around $60 per share in cash, and so this is why it is really propelling to kind of around that price. As I've stated in the past, in my opinion, just do not pay more than $60, because then essentially if that deal does go through, you're going to lose out. And the reason why it is not sitting exactly at $60 is because of that fear of the deal not going through. So that's kind of the risk essentially. So there is some room on the table if you do feel that the deal is going to fully go through. And so yeah, you can make pretty much $1 essentially, nothing really crazy. But aside from that though, what's very interesting about this stock is it's somewhat heavily shorted. So 23.6% of the free float is being shorted. So shorts are going to be really screwed today. And you don't really see shorts just outright getting screwed by this, because this news most likely came out of nowhere. And even in general, prior to this news, over the last 1 year, it is up 643%. So definitely deserving of a round of applause. I don't know what would really justify shorts to get in on this company, especially given the stock performance, but what do I know, right? Let me know you guys' thoughts. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. 2 things I want to share with you. Take advantage of this. It does give you 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000. Kick-ass deal. And part number 2, I did also launch memberships for this YouTube channel, such as buy signals, or if you're just looking to support the channel, you can definitely take a look at that as well. Both of them are in the description below and also the comments. With all that said, appreciate all of you guys watching.